Okay, we have head coach Mark Fox here. We'll start with his opening comments on tonight's win over Stanford and then follow it up with questions. Coach?
Really a good night for Cal basketball. We got off to a really good start, and I felt like our defense was terrific to start the game, and really we were able to sustain that. And I thought offensively we executed and got the shots we were looking for, and obviously it's a terrific win, but great environment, terrific fans tonight, and super energy in the building, and it's really good for our seniors to be able to finish their home career this way.
We'll start with a question from Jeff Ferrato.
Mark, we just talked to Grant and Jordan, and Grant said that he didn't think the team really played above its capabilities tonight, didn't do anything extraordinary, just played the way you guys know how to play. Does that tell you that this should translate going forward, and that if you guys continue to show up with this kind of effort, that you can sustain this?
Well, I think what we believe is that when we play the game the right way, obviously we have a very slim margin for error, the season has had its ups and downs, but even through adversity is to be expected in a rebuild, and they really haven't had their confidence shaken. I thought the day that they learned Andre was out for the year, we were probably a little rattled that day, but for the most part they've been resilient and regrouped, and I think Grant is right. We didn't play out of character. We had a couple offensive plays that some young guys maybe should learn to turn down, but we played very well versus a really sound and solid team. So, and to beat a good team, you have to play really mistake free.
And can you talk about specifically what you liked about how you played defensively? Because you sort of been hot and cold on the way your team has played at that end of the court this season, but it seemed like today you had it going. What specifically did you do well?
Well, the one thing that we're able to do right now is your matchups are so important in this game, and Lars is a bigger defensive presence at the rim than maybe Andre was, although Andre was such a great scorer and a rebounder, and we miss his production. But I think that the feel and the ability for Kwani and Jalen and Grant and Shepard, those guys are somewhat like-sized, and we've had some really smart switches, and we were able tonight to really, I think, keep somebody on the ball and keep the ball defended, and because the ball's what scores, so we were pleased with our defensive effort.
Thank you.
Question from Ali Fazal with the Daily Cow.
Hi, Coach. Was there anything during the 7-day stretch between these two games that you felt like really you're able to hamper on and one specific thing coming into this game?
Well, this is the first set of extended practices we've had without Andre. So we were able to work on some things offensively that we felt like that we could adjust to without him. There's some times obviously where Grant's played the center tonight, which he's a very small center, but so we were able to work on some things, but we were also able to get a little bit of rest. We've got a couple guys that need some procedures to be done at the end of the year, and we needed a couple of days off, which we gave them. We had a non-contact day because the season the season is long, and I think with some of these COVID reschedulings, I know as coaches, tired players get injured, and UCLA is going through 6 games in 12. We had 5 in 10. Stanford had a stretch where they had a bunch, and all of us have had little injuries. Our injury turned out to be a season-ending one. So we gave them a little time off also. But I think each day that we did practice, they came with the right approach, and obviously it helped us play better.
Question from Connor Letourneau with the San Francisco Chronicle.
Hey, Mark, what did it mean seeing Jason Kidd and Jerome Randall and some of the Cal greats, sitting courtside at a game like this? And what's been the key to, continuing to build that relationship with the alums and building excitement in the program?
Well, it was great. It was great to have Jason back. The other night we spoke and he was, I think, trying to move his practice so he could make it to the game and bring his mom and Jerome reached out in the middle of the week and said, if I can get out of here, I want to come to the game, which, I mean, if you think about the situation he just faced, I mean, those former players, they love this place. And we have a responsibility to rebuild our program to a point where everybody's proud of it. I think the thing where they've all been so good is that they understand that this is a process and it's not going to happen overnight. And Jason's probably tells me that more than anybody, but those players, they were great here and they deserve the kind of effort that our team and our crowd gave the program tonight. And it was awesome to have them back.
All right, that's going to do it for head coach Mark Fox. Coach, thanks for your time.